So we're now going to show you the draw for the Invitational tournament, which will be starting momentarily when everyone else is ready. We will see. Be ready for some entertainment in this one. Get ready for something in this one. So as soon as they get it playing over there, we'll get it playing on the stream for you here. Everyone's gathered around over there. So let's get to the video.
Hello and welcome to the Invitational draw. Really excited. What we're going to be doing for the Invitational then, we're going to split the 6 teams into 2 groups of 3. Each team's going to play each other once in their group, and the top 2 teams will progress into the semi-finals. The team that does not progress from each group will be playing again for 5th place.
So the first 3 teams are going to be in Group A, and the second set of teams are going to be in Group B. So let's see how it goes.
Cool. Did you want to draw first? I can hold it for you. Of course, we do not know which ones are in each. Do not worry. Okay. Cool.
So, team number 1.
The first team of Group A.
IDK.
National champions, of course, in Group A. Right. The second group from Group A, or the second team from Group A. Just picking it from random. You can tell he's random because he can't even find the bag. There you go. And the second team from Group A is...
Rock Hoppers.
That does not say Rock Hoppers.
Did not have those? Rock Hoppers till the end.
Tripod Troopers.
Tripod Troopers.
I'll beg it's not fixed. Cool, and the third team, the final team from Group A, hopefully it's not 3 Brighton teams, because that might be slightly boring for our teams. And it is...
Open first.
So the team from the Open tournament that wins it, who have the opportunity to take place in the Invitational. So, of course, there's 3 teams left. Rock Hoppers, the Boss, and also SAS Ninjas. But we need to know their order to know the game order. So, first in the group will play second in the first match, and so on. So, the first team from Group B, having difficulty opening this capsule. Second team is...
SAS Ninjas.
Perfect. So SAS Ninjas will be playing in the first game of Group B against the second team, which is...
Rock Hoppers.
SAS Ninjas versus Rock Hoppers, meaning the final team in here should be the Boss. Hopefully it is the Boss.
The Boss.
Perfect, wonderful. I'm glad it worked out that way.
Okay. The draw has been done. And yes, I made a mistake in the during the draw, but it is what it is. Team, in Group A, to repeat, IDK, Tripod Troopers, and the Brighton Open first place winners. That's got coming out scripted. It was not. I just made a mistake. Group B, SAS Ninjas, Rock Hoppers, and the Boss. Each team will play each other once, same as the Open tournament. And the winner of Group A will play against the second place of Group B, and vice versa. The winner of Group B will play the second place of Group A in the semi-final, and then we'll see the finals. But that's how the tournament will be structured, and we hope to begin shortly. But until then, another quick round of our sponsors. I'm still sipping on this carrot juice. I was so intent. I was too focused on the semi-finals and finals there. I forgot to sip this. So let me get some more of this now. The first game, let me actually move the microphone, sorry, over this side. The first game will be Tripod Troopers versus Team IDK. IDK versus Tripod Troopers. And again, we are going with a best of 3 format for each match, meaning you have to win 2 to secure the match victory. Has been, I thought the camera would be on by now, but it's not. Yeah, IDK versus Tripod Troopers for the first game. But my prediction is in terms of this this invitational tournament. So Group A, IDK, Tripod Troopers, and Team Supreme, and then SAS Ninjas, Rockhoppers, and the boss of Group B.
Okay guys, first match we have IDK versus Tripod Troopers.
IDK versus Tripod Troopers in the first game of first game, IDK Tripod Troopers. Let's get a word in from our ads just for a minute before it starts. Get yourself some of the healthiest drinks with freshly hand-picked fruits and veg from the Honest Juice Company. If you're looking to get started with yoga, look no further. Yoga with Fiona. Big Games Machine, the specialist PR agency for the global games industry. All about property relocations, specializing in high-end residential property sourcing. Wasabi Sabi, Japanese bar and restaurant. Get yourself booked in today. If you're looking for some great regional and flexible workspace, look no further. BizSpace. Calder & Co Accountants, providing a complete range of financial services in the UK and across the world. Projects, offering co-working space, serviced offices and more, located within Brighton. Fiona opened the Old School Studio in West Hove last year. As a yoga teacher and functional movement therapist, she offers a variety of yoga classes, sports performance training, and functional movement therapy sessions. Drop-in classes are offered 6 days a week, and specialist classes are offered by pre-booking. If you want to learn about your body-mind connection, improve general fitness and performance, avoid or recovery from injury, visit the Old School Studio. Alrighty. Getting ourselves ready for the first match. IDK on the red side and Tripod Troopers on the blue side getting a few warm-up shots in here and there, as I've been watching the Open tournament the whole day, so they're getting nice and loose and warmed up. We're seeing there from both teams. As Chile counts us down. So get us in there now. Let's see. First game of the Invitational tournament. Let's see what goes down. Shield up early from Percy at the back there. Does get taken down ever so quickly. Some basic parameters. 3-3-3-1 from K and Paris. And we see no shielders from both teams as well. Percy moving forward right there, being very aggressive, as he normally is. Very nice dodging from him as well. Elf picking up a KO there. So does Milo. Milo's going with a 4-2-3-1. Nice little slide there across the front of the court. Staying low, but does get hit in the end. 5-3 on the scoreline at the moment. But they are staying at the back. There's easy pickings. We did see Paris picking off there. But he's at the front, very aggressive. 2 shields being used there from Milo and K for IDK. Percy again going across, sweeping across the front of the court. Getting a few shots off there, and Paris does get KO'd there. So does Improbable as well. Gets the KO. For the first game, 10-6 from the first game. The teams are now warmed up. RDK do have the lead. About saying that again. Yeah, anyway. Game number 2, RDK versus Tripod Troopers. A little stretch there before the game from Paris. As he starts from the front early and gets 2 petals knocked off from the Alf. Milo and Percy pushing up both on either side. The 3-1. 2. Let's make some noise. A nice little slide again, identical to what we saw in the first game from Milo. Shield up there from Paris, shielding himself. SK does one as well. They're timing the shots on Elf once the petals get reset after the KO. Percy the front there, dueling Paris right there. And he does back away there. Final shield from Milo. But 10-2. Change of parameters. 5 charge for Elf there. The spammer on that team. But it does seem like this lead is beyond the grasp now for the Tripod Troopers. 15-3, 15-4, and that is game 2 set and match for Team IDK, winning 15-5.
Okay, second one up we have SAS Ninjas versus Rock Hoppers. Oh, let's make some noise for these guys.
Fourth Dimension, thank you for the comment. Fourth Dimension. This is called Harder. Wait for this guy to stop talking. Apologies for that, he's on the mic. So this is Harder. This is a augmented reality sport. So pretty much it's a mix between gaming and sport, pretty much. So the players have a headset and a wristband thing, and then they shoot petals at each other, shoot energy balls at each other to knock each other out. So as you saw on the screen, each player had 4 petals in front of them, and the goal is to just try and shoot and knock them out. So you'll see, I'll explain as we go along. But yeah, that's a simple way to put it. It's kind of like dodgeball, but a video game, but also moving, you know. So it's a mixture of both. We'll show you once the game starts again, but we'll show you. So this player here has a wrist. So he's got like an iPhone on his wrist, and he's got like a headset as well. So the wrist picks up the motion, so he has to charge his bullets and then shoot. So now he's signing in right there, but also each player has skill sets. So it starts from bullet speed, how fast the bullets travel, bullet scale, how big the bullets are. The bigger the bullets, the easier it is to hit your target. You have your charge speed, which is how much or how fast you can charge your bullets. I think I'm missing something out there. And your shield strength as well towards the end. But yeah, the players are stepping onto the court now. This is Team SAS Ninjas. And then the games are 80 seconds long as well. So they play best of 3. So this is a tournament running here. The Brighton Open tournament. Invitational tournament, sorry. Yeah, for sure. Stick around. I think there's a... Stick around and watch some of these games. Depending on where you're from and where you are, you might be able to play. We are based in Brighton in the UK. And yeah, there's some others around the UK as well, around Europe. But this game is Japanese.
15 seconds to go again, Rock Hoppers.
And they host the World Cup, which one of the teams IDK just played have played in the World Cup.
Okay,
Yeah, let's see. Let's see the second round right here between IDK. No, sorry. My apologies. Between SAS Ninjas in the red and Rock Hoppers on the blue side. This is the first round of the group
Hey guys,
B.
start. Let's make some noise for them. Come on.
All right, game number 1, SAS Ninjas versus the Rock Hoppers. The Rooks stepping up and placing a shield straight away, and they are shooting it down ever so quickly. 2 players for 4 charge, Tom and Pyro. But it seems like a very close game right here to start things off. No team really getting many KOs. It's only 1-1 with 60 seconds remaining. Very good dodging. Both teams sort of... SAS Ninjas not quite at the back. But that shield gets taken down so quickly. The high charge speed from 2 of the players on SAS Ninjas makes sure they take it down ever so quickly. So they're literally combating, matching the shields that they're placing, although the 5 shield strength is going down ever so quickly. 3-3 in this one so far. But yeah, using that shield, but look, within seconds it is taken down. They're waiting for the shields to be placed, charging up the bullets and shooting it down with ease. However, they are still in the lead, the Rock Hoppers though, with only 8 seconds remaining. Can they hold on? Or can SAS Ninjas pull back a few KOs to take it into overtime, potentially order the win? And it's a little too late. 4-7, a very entertaining game. Very close game throughout that, to be fair. That was very good. Just 1 game to the Rock Hoppers, winning it 4-7 if I remember correctly. All the players in white. Oh yeah, I had to just mute the mic momentarily. But yeah, 4-7. dimension, yeah. See what's up.
Let's make some noise around for the second match.
This is
Let's go.
game number 2 between SAS Ninjas and Rockhoppers. Let's see how this one plays out. Again, shield up early. It does get taken down with ease. I think they're sort of both running the same parameters. I think Tom changed his parameters from the last one. But they're up 2-0 to get things started. The shield again from the Rockhoppers. They've got to use that throughout the game as Rook is the shielder. But they've caught back up from the 2-0 deficit. But it is very, very close here. A lot of movement we're seeing here from the front as well, from Pyro right there. Very nice dodging. Trying to pick off Swift at the corner there. But the shields have to be placed here, though, to protect themselves. All getting behind it now. And they are taking it down within seconds. Me, oh my. But it's still very close. 5-5. Only a few petals. For Rockhoppers, 6-6. As we go into the final 20 seconds, can they keep the lead? They have 2 shields left. They have to use them quickly. But they keep shooting the Rook, so maybe he's not charging them up enough. I don't know if it's working because he hasn't placed it yet. He's been charging it for some time. And it seems like they've got the KO lead to win it. Maybe SAS Ninjas, and they do. And they do. 8-7. They are indeed. They are indeed. My goodness. 35% hit rate from Swift. 64 used bullets from Jim. Yeah, that charge, that high charge speed is the one. You can hear me now. So wow, the whole time it's been... I'm getting some comments. And on this screen, the whole time I've not had audio apparently, I don't think.
Oh, you're joking.
So you just said lost your audio on this screen.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, that's poor.
That's
poor. That's poor from me.
Well, hopefully you saw the game at least. That's probably the most enjoyable bit. And you can hear us now, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I'll put it on now.
You're not missing anything important. Do not worry. Do not worry.
But yeah, I was just talking about the results.
Yeah, it's been really good to be fair, the first 2 games. What do you two think of the first 2 games? What do you 2? What do you 3? Pretty good.
Yeah, how was it? Is this your first time seeing harder? I mean, yeah, because he asked actually what it was, so I had to explain it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but these are the best games so far of the day for sure. Yeah. These are really intense right here.
You can tell the level step up. If you didn't catch it, don't get me wrong, the Open's well worth watching, and you can sort of see a basic understanding of Hardo, and then this is more of a developed understanding of Hardo. So some of the things that they're doing are just so complex that if you've not played before, you're going to be completely lost. But even if you're completely lost, I hope you see how impressive this is, of course. We've got some very good teams.
Very good teams indeed, and this is the deciding game of this round. Oh, again, mate, straight from the off, the teams are moving really fluently. Both of them against the back right there. I think you might see Pyro step forward as he did the last one, but they have the 2-0 lead, 3-0 now. And the shield is going to get taken down slowly. 5 and 4 is charge speed for Pyro and Tom. Oh, the shots are flying over the ring. And look at this, 2-5. So far, only 2 shields left. But can they keep hold of this lead, the Rockhoppers? Can they keep hold of it to secure the win? Or can there be another push from SAS Ninjas? Anything can happen in the last 20 or so, 15 seconds. If they make a little... But now it's 13-3. 10 KOs. Unless you're getting a KO every second, you're not making a comeback here, unfortunately. They are pushing 2 of them very aggressive in the front of the corner of the court. But there it is, 14-5 to the Rockhoppers. And let me read this comment. Yeah, only switch.
to hear your commentary, etc. My first time seeing the sport, it's great.
Okay, for the next
And I
match,
appreciate the
we
intro,
have
the understanding, etc.
IDK
That's all cool, man. That's all cool. I mean, hopefully you can you understood what I'm saying, and by watching it, you know you see what I mean with my attempted explanation. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. But yeah, we're based in Brighton in the UK. I don't know where you're from. But we've SAS Ninjas, the one in the Reds who just played there. They're from another part of the UK. They travelled down for the tournament today. And we have got teams from we've got some of our Brighton teams in this tournament as well, playing here. So I think the next round is going to be maybe the Brighton Open winners who are in the tournament. Oh, from Newcastle, yeah. Okay. I think, yeah, it's not everywhere in the UK. I think, yeah, SAS Ninjas are from sort of around the Birmingham, Coventry area. I think it's them and us as well, really. But yeah, definitely like watch it on YouTube and stuff. The World Cup is the highest level of the sport. It's played in Japan. It's from Japan. This game, this sport. So yes, it's IDK stepping onto the court now. Who are the UK champions? They've gone to the World Cup and they've won the UK championships 3 times. Hopefully they can make it to the World Cup this year as well. In Tokyo, Japan. But once they step on and get themselves sorted, that'll be good. Yeah, you'll see the UK champions do their thing. But the other game was very good as well, because there were two teams who are like sort of similar level. So it's very close. It was very close. But this time now, the UK champions are playing against the winners of the Open tournament. So before this, we hosted an Open tournament, which pretty much anyone can sign up to do. And these guys train with us like for an after-school club every week on a Wednesday. So going against the UK champions is going to be, a tough ask, because the level is a lot higher. But they are very good. They did win it fairly comfortably. But we'll see how this one goes. They're warming up. So Team Supreme are in the black over there against IDK in the red. And I might as well show you the full screen. You see some of the movement from Team IDK right there. So it is a video game, but you also do have a lot of physical activity going on.
Okay, let's go.
But here we go. Best of 3. Team Supreme in the blue and IDK on the red. Let's get going here. 4 charge for all of them. For Team Supreme. And they're off to a strong start, IDK here. 4-0, 5-0 to start things off. And yeah, as you can tell, it's yeah, they're sort of pulling away with this one at the moment. We want to see a few KOs from Team Supreme though, at least. Oh, but look at that, 10-0, 11-0. I've not seen so many KOs in a row without the other team getting one. Oh, this is too much. So they do get the KO though, player 5 that was, as Paris was hoping to get the whole game without getting KO'd, sorry. But look at this, it's just total domination here. The shield's getting taken down quickly. Oh, but look at this, it's gonna be 20, maybe 20 KOs. But can we see another one from Team Supreme at least. Not quite, but yeah. 22-1. That was probably the biggest separation of a scoreline I've seen in a harder game. 22 KOs is mad. It's mad because normally we see around between, let's say, 6 and 12, like 12 being like maximum. If it's unless the teams are like really close and like same level, like same level, there might be like 10 in there. But to get 22 is crazy. Even in the ESL tournament, the Spring Cup, which was on Easter Sunday, which was in Birmingham, IDK beat a team. I think it was 25. No, I think they got 24 KOs actually. But in the previous tournament, the Brighton Open, the Supreme did get 20 plus KOs against another team as well. So yeah. 22-1 with the first game. That was crazy.
Am I jumping it?
Yeah, jumping if you want.
Oh dear,
Take
I
a
was
seat.
just having a look.
On that
Yeah.
sheet I gave you earlier on, the one that you were hiding.
Chile has it now.
Yeah, chili to get. Right, no, really good.
All right.
That is where you can put it, but
Here you go. This is our after school club team in black versus our national team. In blue, of course, we've got 3 national teams, but now can you see the level difference?
Yeah. Look at the emojis or whatever he's using there.
Yeah.
But I think Paris was trying to go that game without getting KO'd, because when he got KO'd, he was like, he made like a little thing.
Wasn't he?
Yeah. They got one on net on him though.
Really solid. Really solid.
Yeah, 22-1 was something. But I want to see a few more KOs from Team Supreme here. This will be a good experience playing against the best team in the country.
Exactly. They do say to be the best, you got to play the best.
Exactly.
Really strong positions on the court there. The further forward you are and the more confident you can be, the more pressure you apply. And IDK doing that so well there with Paris, who's trying to take all of the fire towards him. And the 2 snipers behind, because they've got no shielders, are just picking off people, and it's so hard to see. So hard to see.
Indeed. As he steps away now, Jake does the media and comms. If you want our social media as well, it's literally Hardo AR Sports, and you can find us anywhere. Well, most places. But yeah, 21-3 in that one. I'm just jotting down the scores. Scores on the doors. Team Supreme. But yeah, that was something, all right. But before we get into the next round, I'm gonna play some of our sponsors. As you can see on the screen, I made a little video, but yeah, I'll get this rolling before we get to the next match. Get yourself some of the healthiest drinks with freshly hand-picked fruits and veg from the Honest Juice Company. If you're looking to get started with yoga, look no further. Yoga with Fiona. Big Games Machine, the specialist PR agency for the global games industry. All about property relocations, specializing in high-end residential property sourcing. Wasabi Sabi, Japanese bar and restaurant. Get yourself booked in today. If you're looking for some great regional and flexible workspace, look no further. BizSpace. Calder & Co Accountants, providing a complete range of financial services in the UK and across the world. Projects, offering co-working space, serviced offices and more, located within Brighton. Fiona opened the Old School Studio in West Hove last year. As a yoga teacher and functional movement therapist, she offers a variety of yoga classes, sports performance training, and functional movement therapy sessions. Drop-in classes are offered 6 days a week, and specialist classes are offered by pre-booking. If you want to learn about your body-mind connection, improve general fitness and performance, avoid or recovery from injury, visit the Old School Studio. Alrighty. We are back. So now, SAS Ninjas are going against the boss. Just turned up. So yeah, the boss versus SAS Ninjas will be on shortly. I might as well play one more ad in the meantime. Alrighty, the teams are signing in on the app. So yeah, there's an app for this as well. We can track pretty much your stats between games and stuff. And it comes up with your player name as well. So sort of like a gamer tag, I guess, you can put on the screen. So it helps me out, as you saw the names before. So all these players signed in. But the previous tournament in the Brighton Open, no one had accounts, so I just had to, they're just listed as player 1, 2, 3. So I just read their player 1, 2, 3 if I don't know their actual name. But yeah, they're gonna get started shortly. SAS Ninjas again on the red side and the boss on the blue side. SAS talking their tactics a little bit. Wishing them luck. Team IDK walking to the sponsor banner. Taking a few photos. But my predictions of this one, because they don't have a shielder. Well, their shielder in Princess Kiki is not attending today. So I don't know if someone will run to be a shielder in this one for the boss.
Guys, let's get ready, let's go!
But same can be said about SAS Ninjas. If they don't run a shielder, well, you never know. They didn't in the previous games, but we'll see how this one turns out. The boss versus SAS Ninjas. Game number 1. Let's see how this one goes. Both being very passive from both teams. They're both shooting at the same time, essentially. My goodness, the bullets are flying now. For the first 2-3 seconds, I was like, what's going on here? Nothing's happening. Without charging. Okay, Tom is running the 5 shields in this one. But no one is for the boss. 3-1 lead at the moment for SAS Ninjas. Another shield in the corner on that side. And another one being placed on the right-hand side to protect Pyro at the front right there. But nice KO from Boss Baby against Jim right there. A 4-2 with 30 seconds remaining in this one. But them shields are strong on the 4 SAS Ninjas, trying to keep a hold of their lead. They want to keep hold of it as much as they can. We don't want any catching up from the boss so they can come up with a victory. No more shields for either side. So we're just going to see shots flying all over the place. Oh, nice little duel right there at the front with Pyro, and he slides back right there. Somewhat lost his balance. A very close game. 7-5 to SAS Ninjas. That was a good one, to be fair. What is this emoji you're hitting with me now, my guy? Okay, now the screen is back on so we can put you here. But yeah, close game, but oh sorry, I knocked the mic with my pen. But SAS just came on top. We're seeing some of the players helping them out from IDK on the court. Talking about the parameters, talking about tactics. Yeah, do check out our social media, Hardware Sports, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and of course the Twitch right here. And just even search Hardo on Google and YouTube. Watch some other games, and I'm sure you can watch the stream back once it's live. Watch some of the open games where the mic wasn't even on the whole time, which I didn't even realize. But hopefully the streams will improve. This is my first time streaming here. So yeah, hopefully it can be better for the future.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, game number 2. SAS Ninjas versus the Boss for the second game of the best of 3 matchup. If SAS win this one, they're going to win the match. Again, no shields for the Boss. Tom is running the shields again. Are they running a spammer to take the shields down as soon as they can? Yes, they are, I think. I need to have a look at the parameters once again. If you want to see the parameters there, the bottom left and right of the screen as they're popping up right here. Yeah, the 5 charge on Kira there. Same as Leanne. Oh, nice KO there from the Boss Baby on Pyro, but the shields are popping off still. But still a very close game in this one. Pyro's hiding behind that shield, trying to get Boss Baby on that right-hand side. Very nice dodging from him though. Using the verticality. Oh, does walk into a shot there, unfortunately. 7-5, same as last scoreline, but it does need to make a push as the Boss Baby does push to the front. Try and get another KO. 7-6. Can they make one more KO to take it into overtime at least? Ah, the one more KO from Jim there. And they seal the deal, winning 8-6. 2 very close games. But that was a good game, good matchup there. Frustrated some of the plays there walking away. But they're all very young for the Boss. Very young plays there. So frustration can be there as well.
The Supremes and Tribal Troopers.
So, the next matchup is the Supreme,
Where are the
so
Supremes?
who won the tournament, versus Tripod Troopers.
Put the shoe sheet down.
What on earth is this guy saying? In the meantime and in between time, we'll just play a little advert from the Honest Juice Company. The Honest Juice Company. Speaking of which, got myself some juice from them, Carrot Press. But yeah, let me know if you want, if you can suggest any improvements of this on the stream. Sort of our first major live stream in a while. Well, since I've got myself on board on the team. If there's anything to do with the audio, does it sound all right? The visuals. Yeah, I need to add transitions to be fair on the next one, but yeah, just to make it a bit more appealing. Any suggestions would be good. But we hope to be streaming a bit more often. Hopefully with the national team training every Saturday, and sometimes maybe on a Wednesday we'll be streaming. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be hopefully improving the streams as we go along.
So, just make a note of it. IDK's it's going to be a semi, isn't it? IDK's playing with the what problems? With the boss, yeah?
Oh well, thank you very much. I mean, first stream on Hardo, but I've got my own personal sometimes. Well, I've been trying to get into streaming, like playing PlayStation and stuff. But yeah, thanks for the follow. Yeah, stay tuned. I think Saturdays around the 3 to 6 or 4 to 6 p.m. marks. We'll probably start trying to stream more often, as we haven't before. Yeah, I have been. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Can you reset it, please?
Oh wait, I actually didn't
Oh,
get
no.
So SAS2-0. So yeah, now it's the Supreme versus Trouble Troopers. I think thing is sometimes with this technology as well, it's a bit buggy sometimes with the Wi-Fi because you have to connect to the servers which are in Japan. So yeah, sometimes it can disconnect and we have to reset, and so on and so forth. But hopefully this game will get underway soon. I don't know if the players need to be signed in or anything like that. But yeah, let's might as well show you the full court. Trouble Troopers getting the shots off early. That's sort of nearly got the same uniform here. But yeah, the Trouble Troopers are in the red, and the Supreme, the winners of the Open tournament, in the blue. But let's get going into the first game here. Shields up early from both teams. They're kind of running two shields. One from Rocco, and Lawrence is running 4 shields as well. Interesting setup here. Not used to seeing them run shields, to be fair. But it is working out so far. 2-0 to start things off. 2-1, but Percy is very aggressive. Oh, Improbable getting right up in front there, getting low. Using that verticality to be dodging those bullets. But running the 2 shielders, meaning they have lost points on the offensive side of things. So maybe that's why they're not racking up some of the KOs that they should be, and they need to be if they want to stretch and maybe gain a lead here. They are at the moment, but it's only by 1. They need to at least get a 3 or 4 KO separation. The Trouble Troopers doing very well to counter the shields. But Percy being a bit less aggressive here in this one, as we do see him normally at the front. There he goes, pushes at the front right there to increase the lead, and a 7-4. 7-4 to Tripod Troopers. Let me make a note of that. So that, yeah, interesting set of parameters, running pretty much two shielders. But I think the 1 shielder would be enough for Team Supreme, as long as they keep popping them left right as they did, just like SAS Ninjas did, and like the Rock Hoppers do, and then having 2, or have maybe a spammer, a sniper, and a shielder. Although spammer might not be necessary because tripod troopers don't run a shield as well. Spammers are good to take them shields down. But maybe the tripod troopers are going to run a spammer in this one. We'll see. We'll see. But this is game number 2 in the best of 3.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Game number 2 underway. Let's get going. Shields going up again. Okay, now tribal troopers are running. Okay, no, they're not running shields actually. They just put the shield up early. They got the 5 on the charge. Only the 1 player running 4. Actually, no. 4 and 3 on shields for players 4 and 6. They're still very even at the moment. Can tripod troopers regain the lead as they did in the first one, or can Team Supreme make a push, try and get a few more carries? I think they need to be a bit more aggressive. They're all a bit passive, although good communication, all getting behind the shields. But yeah, I think they need to make a little push here if they wanna make a comeback now. They need to be a bit more aggressive to combat these tripod trooper teams. They are part of and they do train with the national team players, but this is a very good learning curve for Team Supreme. But yeah, now they're getting one-hit KOs. A bit of frustration there. Final shield up for Team Supreme, but it was a little bit of a late comeback, but 11-7 to tripod troopers. Make a note of that. 7-11, meaning tripod troopers won that.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
We got the Rock Hoppers versus the Boss next.
Team Supreme.
Rock Hoppers versus the Boss. Come on, go.
So the next round, Rock Hoppers versus the Boss. And we'll see how that one plays out. But yeah, I think the lack of aggression from Team Supreme there didn't really help them, as they were running 2 shields. In the first one, it was a bit closer, I felt like. But the second one, I think tripod troopers just pulled away there. But until the next game, we will just run our sponsors again. Fiona opened the Old School Studio in West Hove last year. As a yoga teacher and functional movement therapist, she offers a variety of yoga classes, sports performance training, and functional movement therapy sessions. Drop-in classes are offered 6 days a week, and specialist classes are offered by pre-booking. If you want to learn about your body-mind connection, improve general fitness and performance, avoid or recovery from injury, visit the Old School Studio.
Okay, can you make sure that all the handsets when you come up to court are put on the desk? And you players will access the new handsets from the cabinet.
So Rock Hoppers and the Boss train with each other here down in Brighton. So we'll see who comes on top in this one. Does he not have a lanyard on?
No.
Let's go. We have Jake joining us.
Cool. How we doing? Cool, it's been good, hasn't it? It's been good. Of course, you've seen all 6 teams now. All 6 teams taking part. The Supreme, really nice to see them take part because, of course, it was their debut, and I thought they did incredibly well against Tripod Troopers, because Tripod Troopers play week in, week out with Rock Hoppers, the Boss, and IDK, so they're getting to play against talent, you know. And to be fair, the Supremes with them, I don't think they went into that one with much confidence. I think that probably hurt them. I don't think it was anything else, because it was quite a tight game, that first one, 7-4, I think.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. But that being said, I was really impressed today by Tripod Troopers when they're taking on IDK in that first one, because I thought the confidence that they showed and the ability for Percy especially to just get there and start getting the KOs, which is Tripod Troopers Takaru, I thought was just fantastic. Apart from that, some super close games, especially that SES Ninjas versus the Boss. This game, the Boss need to win this to stay in the competition, and they need to win it by a considerable margin as well. So this should be then going all guns blazing. None of them are going to go shield. It will just be a shootout for them. I think, to be honest, because Rockhops are just looking to get the easy win to get through, they're probably going to run a bit more defensive, stay a bit more classy, and just place a couple of shields.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really good, and it's such an exciting matchup. I think the groups have worked perfectly. Maybe not the draw, but a few issues with that. But to be fair, the groups and the teams that have been put into the draw has been so fantastic.
Indeed. But here we go.
Exciting
Game 1.
one.
The Boss in the red, Rockhoppers on the blue side. They are underway. Ooh, okay. What's Baby running shields in this one to combat Rook's shields, and he's not put one. But yeah, the Boss do need to communicate to each other when they do place the shield so they can all get behind it, or one or two players get behind it, and then the shield charges up another one. But 1-1 at the moment. It's a close game in this one so far. No team seems to be pulling away or having much control, but Rockhoppers do like to stay at the back of the court right there. Player 1 very aggressive at the front. But shields are getting charged up again. Good communication from the Boss to all get behind it, but the Rockhoppers don't even need to talk to each other. They already know when the shields are being placed and when to get behind it. 2 shields at the front, making it difficult for Rockhoppers to put bullets at the petals. But look at those 3 shields right there from the Rockhoppers. Seeing out this victory. They do see out 4-2 to Rockhoppers. But that was a very low scoring game to what we're used to. Yes, nice opener from the Boss. Morales? Is that how you say your name? I don't even know. I do apologize. But that was game number 1 of the best of 3 between Rockhoppers and the Boss. But yes, as Jake said before, 2 of our national teams playing against each other week in, week out. They've played against each other on many occasions. Boss Baby running a shield, as they did expect Rook to run the shields against them in this one as well. So we're trying to combat that. And it led to a very close and entertaining game. Rockhoppers pulling away with a win in the last few seconds there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you saw it. I don't know whether you can hear it on the stream, but there was a lot of encouragement from Team IDK for what's it, Princess? Oh, I've forgotten her name. Kira, from Kira to get shields up, and so I think they knew the importance more than the Boss did potentially on that side. Not lost, of course, best of 3. But it's going to be 2 incredibly high-scoring games if they want any chance of getting through, because the other 2 teams have a positive KD difference, and that's what we're going off if all 3 teams win. It's quite a margin. I think they've got to go up 11 points in the next 2 games. They've got to win by 6 and 5. It's a very tough ask. Very tough ask.
Yeah, you have to go all out if you want to do that.
In these sort of games, you might have seen in the Open, some teams might have been winning by considerable margins, but at this level, when they're so good, you don't see scores like that. You see more 1 or 2 point differences. And if it's a strong performance, they win by 3 or 4.
Exactly.
5 or 6 is asking a lot, but hopefully they can achieve it, because it'd be so exciting.
Indeed. But game number 2 underway. Yeah, same strategy for the Rockhoppers in this one. And yes, good shield play from both teams in the last one. I can't say it. Amarilis, something like that. I do apologize. But thank you for joining us here have you watched harder before? Is the question. Oh, someone's fell over there. But yes, the shields from the Rockhoppers is protecting Emperor right there on the right hand side. They're not shooting it down though. The boss. Did they have anyone with high charge? I need to see the parameters once again. But it doesn't seem like they're getting the shields down effectively. Okay, Boss Baby with 5 charge should be getting them. Should be trying to get them shields down as quickly as possible. But the Rockhoppers do have a strong lead in this one. 5-point separation. Trying to close it out now to win this game. And 2 shields pop up there nicely. They're sitting behind it. And the game ends 3-10, or 10-3, sorry, to the Rockhoppers. Winning 2-0, meaning they won the match. But yeah. Going into it, I thought the Rockhoppers were the stronger team. Although the first game was close. Let me readjust my seat here one time, actually. But yeah, that last game when they didn't run any shields, the lead did separate from them a bit. So they did have to make a push for it because in this tournament as well, if they wanted the same amount of games, they are basing it off KD difference or KO difference, sort of like goal difference if you're familiar with football.
We go into the semi-finals now. The first semi-final.
So we're going to the second round.
SAS Ninjas.
IDK versus SAS Ninjas.
Finals is Rockhoppers versus Tribal Troopers.
Rockhoppers versus Tribal Troopers in the semi-final. So these semi-finals will be very good. So let me just jot that down. So let me repeat myself. So it's IDK versus SAS Ninjas in the next round. In this first semi-final. And then the second semi-final will be Rockhoppers, who just played, who beat the boss, against Tripod Troopers. SAS versus IDK will be very interesting. Very strong sides. IDK, the champions of the UK on multiple occasions, of course. And SAS being a strong team as well. But yeah, going into this one, although SAS are a very strong team, IDK are considered the best on paper. Yeah, interesting to see IDK up again after their performance before. Yep. Because in the group they played against Tribal Troopers in the Brighton Open winners. But SAS, I think, are tougher side. So yeah, this round right here should be very entertaining, as well as Tribal Troopers versus Rockhoppers. So the players are getting signed in. Are they on the court now? Yes, they are on my screen. Yeah, it's getting exciting for me too. You should have seen some of the games earlier in the Brighton Open, because some of them go to. What's he saying here?
I don't disagree with that.
I don't know. Can you hear the mic when they're speaking on the mic? It might be so. They were just having a bit of banter. They were just joking around, saying he wants to join Team IDK. That guy was saying. But he's saying Paris is better than him. This one on the right hand side of the screen with the blue shirt for IDK. But yeah, it should be a very interesting game. Paris warming up there, doing lots of side steps. Everyone's setting in their parameters.
Former UK champions versus the current UK champions.
Yeah, they're just signing in, so we see their names on the screen. But yeah, if at the end of the 80 seconds It's a tie game. It goes into overtime and it's sudden death. So the next KO wins. We've only seen that on 2 occasions, I think it was, in the Open tournament. But will we see one in this round right here? It could have gone in previous rounds, to be fair, with some of the teams. We see what 8-7, no 8-6 on one occasion, 7-5. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I had to repeat myself. He's saying 3-2-1 now. What's he doing? He said 3-2-1. Fine, let's go. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm finding it hard to hear him as well. But anyway, game 1. IDK versus SAS. Look at the one-hit KO from Paris. Oh, he's doing some leaning back right there off the court. Goodness gracious me. You've had to put his shield up after that. Me, oh my, what did I just witness? But look at the bullets flying across the court at the moment. Okay, place 2 for the, so K running shields for Team IDK in this one. Look at the verticality from Paris and Marlow. It's getting up and down, making it hard to hit. Being very explosive as well in their movements. But yeah, they are taking control of this game, Team IDK. 3 of the plays from SAS on the back, although Tom does step forward there, gets KO'd and has to move back though. But K placing a nice shield for Milo on that side on the left. But 30 seconds remaining, 8-2 on the scoreboard. But Paris does love sitting at the front of the court. Pyro he's not being very aggressive in this one as he has done before. 2 shields from Milo on that side there. Now he's just popping all the shields up at the same time right now. Pyro trying to get around it to get Milo right there. Having a little duel between them, Milo and Pyro right there. Ah, but K does get the KO on him and it celebrates. And that's time up 14-3. Very nice game. Very nice game. It wasn't too look, you can see the players having some banter with each other, talking to each other. They've played each other many times in previous tournaments and occasions, so you know they're just having a laugh with each other. It's nice to see them do that. Yeah, he's still hopping around. He's off the court, but yeah. Let me take another sip right quick.
I'm back.
Yeah, Pyro
I know
and
you
Milo
missed me.
head to head.
Pyro and Milo. Who's
They'll have
Pyro? Ash.
I don't know his name.
Yes, I think I know. Of course,
they haven't
I don't know
been
whether you
that
saw
side.
former champions versus current national champions. This game's not over at all. I think you can probably see the movement from IDK here and how different it is to the other teams. If you've not yet and you're interested in Hardo, check out the Japanese teams. Of course, the Philippines have some really nice broadcasts, but the quality of Hardo ain't that great. The Japanese have in their open tournaments unbelievable quality in some of them, and you can see some of the movements is translating over to IDK, and it'll be exciting to see them try against one of them Japanese teams.
Indeed, you do want to witness that again because they did go to the World Cup to take some tips from the Japanese teams and applying it for their own.
Yeah.
But yeah, the movement was crazy from Milo and Paris, and now it's up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
It's very tough to hit. I think they're just re-signing in or doing something with the headset, then we'll
You
be
can see
underway
one
with
of the
game number
petals
2.
is way above his head. It's just roaming, fully roaming across the court. That means it's not focused, which is not good. There you go, no, it looks like it's focused. One of them's way above. There you go. There it fixes just in time.
But look at Paris, he's going left, right, left, right. What's this moving aids? He's toying with the opponent right there. What's going on? Oh, oh,
Oh, and he gets,
look at that right there. He does get
it's a good KO.
but he does. Yeah,
How he's able to pay attention to the movement and the head. Getting
Oh, plays me
that
colliding.
path, it's
with each
unreal.
other.
Unreal. And he's got, is that all free by Paris right now? Of course, arguably the best player in Europe. The other player that always comes to mind when speaking about it is Milo.
It's Milo, of course, right there at the front, dueling with Pyro once again.
Because of the angle, I don't think you can quite see the influence he's been having on this game. As he steps forwards, look, there comes the
look at the
accuracy.
slide.
And to be fair, it's just level, so I hate to say it. But the amount IDK play, it shows. It really shows, and the
look
dedication
at
they
that
have.
one-hit KO as well on Jim there from Milo.
You're not looking at a perfected craft, but you're certainly
Indeed.
looking at a very, very solid one.
Indeed.
If this was a table, it's not falling over, let's put it that way. Like some other teams. Got slight hiccups, maybe a screw loose. Everything's,
This one's
everything's
solid.
sturdy. That's the
Solid.
word.
Might be doing the sturdy dance after this. Is what it is.
Oh, I want to see
Ooh-wee.
that. One in the chat if you want to see that.
Hey, nah, I can't be having that. Look at that. Oh, players dropping to the floor. IDK taking the win 12-4 in the second game. But yeah, I can see by the expression on your face and the emoji, the fourth dimension. It's just crazy, isn't it? It is just crazy. 66 used bullets by Jim though. Tom with a maximum movement distance though. Tom hitting 61 meters, yeah? Okay.
Right, come on then. Let's move on to the semi-final then. The second semi-final. It's a big one. Rock Hoppers
Indeed.
versus Tripod Troopers. In training, I would normally say Rock Hoppers are the favourite to this, but
Indeed.
I really like what I've seen from Tripod Troopers today. It's ever since they've had these new black jerseys on.
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
All of a sudden, it's just gone up and up and up. And it's only been about, what, one session before? The first time I think I saw them win it, or get in these black jerseys, they played IDK. And they just went no shields on. I think it was like 10-8. It was close. You know, it's a difference. I think it's confidence.
I think yesterday's training and today's, like, as they were beating some of the other teams, they've really raised their confidence. And the mentality can take you a long way. It's not the skill, but if you go in there with confidence, you can really do a lot. And yeah, we're seeing a comment here from Superstar 5'8" Epic.
Percy he is. I don't disagree. But the issue is, with Rock Hopper's ability to play shields down and filter play, will Percy be able to push forwards effectively, or will he just get KO'd? You've got to look at Swift and also Emperor, two very, very competent shooters, and it's really tough to get anything on them. I've played them both in 1v1s and I've not got close either time. Let's put it that
Is
way.
there a team or individual saying some progress the most?
There's an obvious one to me. Rock Hoppers.
Okay.
Rock Hoppers 100%. I mean, I've only been working with the teams for about 5 months.
Yeah.
But the progression, they've earned their place, in my opinion, as the second best team in the nation, let alone how they would perform in Europe. It would be high, in my opinion. And I think this will be the first test for them in terms of earning that recognition, because in the ESL, which you should definitely check out if you've not seen it already, IDK, Rock Hoppers and the Boss were all put in the same group and only one could progress. So we couldn't see quite how good Rock Hoppers were, because they were knocked out straight away, because it's a really tough ask. I'm just going to be 1 second.
Yep, do what you do. And also, so I was playing at that ESL tournament, by the way. I was the shielder for Rock Hoppers. But yeah, that ESL tournament is a good one to watch. Let me just... I don't know. I think on Facebook you can see the highlights. You can see ESL Spring Cup 2022. You can have a look, have a search for that. I think on Facebook they have a little highlight video, but they did stream it on Twitch. But yeah, it's a good one to watch if you want to look at our teams as well. Against some of the other teams in the UK. I think there are 12 teams total who participated in that one. And yeah, we are seeing a few of the players step onto the court as well.
Cool. How about for you? I didn't hear your answer. What were you saying? Is your most improved player or person? Percy's another one. As
Yeah,
it's already
to be
been pointed
fair.
out. As he played a little bit more with IDK, he saw the aggression, and he's quite happy to not get pinned down against the wall and just go full. I don't know what the best way of putting it is, PG. Full force
I
to the
knew
halfway
you were
line.
going to say
Full force to the halfway
I knew
line.
what you were going to
And
say.
he's a force to be reckoned with. It's just, there's a tendency with Tripod Troopers to sit on the back, and if they sit on the back in this one, it's going to suit Rock Hoppers to the nth degree, because they like starting slow, they like dictating tempo, and if they're not being pressured, they feel incredibly comfortable. Yeah, so Hardest Spring
there
Cup,
you
that
are.
is the one. That is the one. On YouTube. I didn't realise it had been uploaded. It is, of course, on the ESL Twitch channel, and
Yeah, for the
hopefully
full stream.
this won't be the last tournament at all. In fact, it's not hopefully, it won't. be the last tournament. So make sure you're checking out all of our social medias. You've got on Instagram, Hardaway R Sports, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. There's some TikTok stuff up. Johnny is probably going for 3-2-1. I would agree. He might go 5-2-2-1 because he might want to start picking up people early. If they can get Rook straight away and that shield doesn't go up, all of a sudden you've got one person who's not got parameters to be in a gunfight, quite frankly. But that's a really tough ask. I think. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's the best thing he could do. I think you're perfectly right. That Willie, because what Tribal Troopers like to do, they like to do them, and they like to pick their parameters. There's not a dedicated shielder. So in Hardo, you would normally want a minimum of one shielder who can switch between. So you see an IDK, K-Wing normally takes that one. And in that last game, he didn't play shield. He was just going straight for the I think he was going sniper. Can't quite remember. But if he wants to, he's a very competent shielder as well.
Yeah, he was playing shield against SAS.
Perfect. How's it going, Sam? Right.
What's going on? But yeah.
Just a reset.
Yeah, just resetting it.
Should be
I think I see. But yeah, I would be close. I do want to see Tribal Troopers.
We need you, Sam, in the tournament. That's what we need. Next tournament, you've definitely got to be there with your team. Guess will be August. There you go. It's information that I didn't even know.
Yeah, we're good. I might take a screenshot of this right here. What's going on?
So Hardo Irish Championship. That would be an interesting one to see.
Okay.
Of course, we knew the 30th October. It's a big
UK
day.
Championship,
And then the UK Championship in France. Of course, there was back and forth between it being in Spain and France. Hopefully, when you get a team together, 100%. 100%. Should be good. So, what I think didn't happen there, I think one of them wasn't focusing, so we've had to reset it. Of course, Hardo is still in its infancy in terms of being a sport, and so there are loads of tech issues. You can watch the footage a year ago of, especially the Philippines one, where you're looking at it and the shields are going mental. They're like flying out the way. Some people will shoot at you and the shield would just move to the side. And
the shield is doing the dodging is what it is.
Shield doing mad stuff. And the progression from that is mental. With more updates, it's going to be, it's going to have less issues. The thing is, also, until recently, you had to put the banners in a certain order in relation to the eye, and then it's been in the last month or so that you can now put either coloured banner on either side, and that's allowed for the people at the event. There's two screens, so you can now watch the game from either screen, and it's right in terms of the score being on the right side, and the players' shields in that not being the wrong colour. Of course, you only see the one. Hopefully, in the future, we'll be able to set up two cameras.
We'll get two set up for sure in the future.
And hopefully we'll have more teams as well coming down from the UK Hardo scene. So from the UK Hardo scene, Coventry, you've got SAS Ninjas. Been very solid. I think just got KO'd at the tournament, didn't they? Knocked out at the tournament.
Yeah.
By IDK. But they showed that they're a very, very strong team by beating the boss. The boss are not a joke. I thought going into this, there's a good chance that they could have got third in this tournament. But we'll have to see. I think out of SAS Ninjas and one of these two teams, who do you reckon takes home third, Chris?
Depends who that. If they go against Rock Hoppers, but the ones against Rock Hoppers, those are like really good games. Although, the man's moving. Although the last game they played, it was 14-5 against the Rock Hoppers, but against them, it's going to be really close. But I'd say against Tribal Troopers, I think they'll have slightly the upper hand. SAS Ninjas on paper that is. But anything can happen still in harder. But I think it'll be very close either way.
I think to be my prediction for this one, I don't know about you, Chris. I think over the best of three, I think Rock Hoppers are going to win by about 10 points. I think they're going to have
Oh, this one here, yeah.
Rock Hoppers, not Tripod Troopers. Yeah. I don't know whether you saw the draw at home.
Yeah.
And then I think
Yeah.
it could go either way, but I would expect the knowledge and the experience from SAS Ninjas to take them to third today. But
Yeah.
I can't say that with confidence. That's if I had to have a guess. But I wouldn't put money on it, put it that way. It could go any way.
Yep.
Right, they should be entering now and off we go.
Here we go indeed. All right. Game time. Game number 1. Rock Hoppers on the blue side. Tripod Troopers on the red side. 5 charge from the elf right there. And the Rook again playing shield. But the elf has to take them shields down with the 5 charge speed. With a 2-0 strong lead to start things off. Another shield. I see Improbable trying to get around the shield, trying to shoot Rook, but he is aware and just moving out the way slightly there. Yeah, a bit of aggression, a bit of aggressive play, as we see from Percy's pushing up there. Again, look, the Rock Hoppers is so aware, like, of their team. They know as soon as the shield pops up in the middle, they go towards it. Emperor kneels down to the front, and then Rook all the way at the back, Swift in the middle. But when it's placed on the one side, only the 1 or 2 get behind it. But 3-7 in this one at the moment. Yeah, I think the Tripod Troopers have been a bit passive in this one. Sort of not pushing to try and maybe combat the shields, or no one's really spamming the shields. They are staying up for a very long time, especially as Elf is running the 5 charge. But that is it. 10-4 victory for the Rock Hoppers. And yeah, hopefully, hopefully, we can get more plays and more teams across the nation. It's just a matter of getting the licensing and stuff for the sport, because it's not easy to set up and get going. But yeah, hopefully we can see, with channels like this, and for you guys watching, if we can just build awareness and spread the word of Harder, we can get Harder across the UK
100%.
and across the world, as it already is. But just getting it to grow and have more people playing in most cities will just be great,
I'm sure Chris has said that community is the perfect word for it. Like, everyone's so together with it, and it's just bound to grow. We're talking to multiple universities. Universities are looking to get involved with their college courses, or their university courses. Sorry, looking at, well, one in particular was business and e-sport, so looking at setting up events. But another one, they're looking at setting up a scholarship after STEM that would include Harder. It'd be really good. And
that'd be amazing, yeah.
there's going to be a lot of pop-up AR sports, and it's whether Hardo has the longevity. I think there definitely is longevity in the game, because it's very fun. But it's whether it can outlive some of these and outlive the popularity, because the best games aren't necessarily the most popular ones. That's the case with a lot of things, video games, sports teams,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just getting it to grow, building a community, have people travel down, come to the events, participate. Even like, we had the open tournament. So if there's a tournament near you eventually, you probably want to sign up and give it a go. But anyway, let's get into game number 2. Jakes runs off there to do his social media stuff. But here we go. Game number 2. Tripod Troopers, Rock Hoppers. Let's see what goes on in this one. 2 shields up early on the left-hand corner there. And Elf is playing a shielder in this one. But they've not got a designated spammer to take down them shields from the Rook. However, they do have a shielder in front right there as well. All of them getting behind it sort of as well. They're doing very well, actually. Tripod Troopers communicating, getting the shield up, getting behind it, as they do have a 2-1 lead in this one at the moment. I don't think anything's changed in terms of Rock Hopper's strategy, but the strategy of Tripod Troopers in this one is paying off so far. So good. Look at that shield getting down from both teams, actually. Yeah, 30 seconds. Percy doing them hops, trying to get some dodging going on that right-hand side. Unfortunately, did get KO'd. Elf charging up a shield. And also, if you do get hit while you're charging up your shield, the bar does go back, and when you get KO'd, it does freeze you from charging the shield. They need to push now, Tripod Troopers, if they want to get an overtime or try and win this one. 3 seconds remaining. Ah, but the Rockhoppers just managed to pull away with this one. Still a very good game. The Tripod Troopers were looking strong right there. The first half was looking very strong with them right there. But unfortunately, not enough to beat the competent team of Rockhoppers, who will face IDK in the final, which should be a very, very good game, very good matchup. As Jake said, they've earned their respects. They've grown so much in the last couple months to be considered number 2 in the nation. However, before the final, we have a third place game. So Tripod Troopers are staying on, and they are facing against SAS Ninjas for the third place matchup. But yeah, we'll see how Hardo can. Oh my jeez, I was trying to look for my boots. We'll see how Hardo plays out in the next couple of months and years to come. Hopefully, our teams will turn up to these big tournaments as well, and hopefully we can maybe stream it or share it for you guys to follow on our social media as well.
Would you guys want to see our Saturday trainings streamed? Because we normally play a tournament.
Yeah, Tripod for the win.
It's going to be a tough one for both teams. It's not going to be a walkover. Let's put it that way. It's going to be a tight game of hard day. It's not going to be dodgeball.
I think we pop to the toilet quick as you're here, actually.
Well, it's like I'm taking over. How's it been going then? Have you enjoyed it? You've probably been watching a lot more harder than I have, because I've been taking photos and I've not been able to really figure out what's going on. But what I have seen is some of the scores. So how's it been going? Who's looking the best? Has anyone impressed you today? Close game, indeed. I think it will be. And that last one probably was as well, by the sounds of it. I think Tripod Troopers have done so well today. So, as Chris has said, moving into the third place. First time watching and it's been great. Can feel the excitement building exactly, and hopefully that excitement can take us all the way to the European stage. So, in the European scene, you've got some very good teams. The Turkish won, so we didn't manage to make it out to the European competition last time, but the Turks hosted it and they won. They've got one player who's got some. He's using some moves that he's learned in some martial arts, let's say, with his just moving the petals around the place. But that being said, IDK have been implementing some of the movement that you see, especially the frog leaps. The frog leaps from Japan, so hard to hit someone who's frog leaping. You wouldn't expect it, and it's a bit frustrating when you're on there and trying to pick them up and you just can't because it's so unpredictable. So it's just going to be a great matchup. But the Turks definitely were looking at this, some decent teams otherwise as well. The French, very good teams. By the sounds of it, I've not seen too much of them. They've got their heads out. And the Netherlands, the Benelux area, have been setting up a fantastic arena. So they've probably got some very competent teams. IDK probably going to win, but it should be a close match. We'll see. We'll see. The only way you can tell is just by watching it, because at a tournament anything can happen. You know, the nerves, the occasion. Of course, it being a best of 3, you can't just play 10 games and show that you're the best. You've got to prove it in a short amount of time, and some teams know that. You know, they're going to put pressure on you and try and show that they're the best team. So Rockhoppers versus IDK is just, it's a classic. It's what I expected to see moving into the tournament, and I think both teams should be incredibly proud of how far they've got in this. Of course, IDK won't flip it that way. They'll only be happy with the win, which should be a good one. Yeah, 100% dealing with the pressure is
30
tough.
seconds, guys, 30 seconds.
So 30 seconds until we get on. I'm sure you can hear that. It is booming around the place. Chili on the mic.
Indeed, indeed.
His name is Chili.
Players ready?
Very spicy.
3, 2,
Okay,
Let's
quick
go.
30 seconds.
huddle.
30 seconds, it's more like 3 seconds, but let's see what's happening. Third place playoff, not playoff, sorry. Third place match off between SAS Ninjas and Tripod Troopers. SAS Ninjas in the red, Tripod Troopers on the blue side. Toppling shield again in this one. Don't know if they've, yeah, probably watching the games and trying to see how they can take this W. But yeah, Tripod Troopers not so aggressive in this one so far. Percy needs to maybe push forward as he does in the other games. However, the score is still very close. There's still plenty of clock left. So 3-2 on the score at the moment. Shield up there again. Putting the final shield up from Tom right there. Can the Tripod Troopers make a final little push here to seal or to try and make a comeback? 10 seconds remaining. It needs to be now. Percy's pushing forward and does get the KO on Jim. Can they get another one? It's a tie game. Oh, they does go to overtime.
Massive. Oh, was that 3 KOs in the last 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Mental. This could go either way.
Absolute scenes.
But do you want to say that SAS Ninjas have the advantage because one player being knocked out?
Oh, but Percy. Oh,
And there it shows. He
there
gets
it
KO'd
is.
straight
I thought
away.
Improbable was going to put shield up for Percy, but very
a
good
good
game.
performance.
Very good game.
Such a good performance. That's holiday there. I'm
Yeah.
joining if we go through the game, they'll be complaining. But you only talk about Paris movement. Hold on. Have I not been talking about Tripod Troopers and Rock Hoppers for the last half an hour? Oh
Yeah,
damn.
man.
Oh damn. What is that emote? I can't. Or that what is that?
Son, eating something out of it. You
One of
knows
them.
what that is right there.
Who knows? This
Who
is
knows,
your doing.
right?
Putting the
What do you
emotes on the
mean?
stream. What is
It's
this?
not my doing at all.
Next time it'll be the Shrek transition.
Oh, that has to be done. That has to be done.
Has
Wait.
to be done. 100%.
Oh, and IDK games.
RDK games though. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But quite frankly, if some of you were doing the same movement as RDK, we'd have to speak about you as well.
Yeah, exactly, mate. As soon as you see this guy on the court as well, mate.
Yeah.
This guy's busting out all the cartwheels, all
100%.
these moves. You have to talk about it.
Look, RDK haven't reached the levels that I've reached.
Exactly.
There's levels, alright? There's IDK and then there's me. Don't forget.
Indeed.
Okay, guys, go.
But how do you think this one's? Well, that was just game one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah,
And
it's a matchup.
yeah, 6-5 it was. It's going to be another exciting one right here. Let's see how it goes.
100%. Right. The thing about Tripod Troopers, without playing the shields and they're playing against a team that is shielding quite effectively, shows how good they are at doing what they're doing. But I can't help but think if they had a shielder in their ranks, they'd
Indeed.
find this game a lot easier. And that is a fantastic KO. And you, has the strategy changed here at all, Chris?
I don't think I see Percy stepping up a bit more early on, but I think the strategies will stay the same. And I think Tripod Troopers, if they execute it well enough, they could have a chance of winning this game.
I just want to speak about the shield here. So what he's done, he's placed it on the opposition's half, encouraging them to step forwards past the shield where they're going to be fired at. I think it's a really, really clever strategy here from SAS Ninjas. But the thing about Tripod Troopers' tendencies, they tend to sit back. They haven't fallen into the trap. And they've just been sat there, SAS, waiting for them to step forwards. And it's not working for them so far. It's been really solid. And here you can see it's starting to change slightly with the strategy. Tirana now get the angles for the shots.
But look at this though, they do still have the lead. Oh, they are closing it though.
It's screaming.
SAS.
It's
Is it
screaming
going to
game
repeat of
3.
the last one? Is it going to be a repeat? 3 KOs in 3 seconds.
It couldn't be, could it? Oh,
2-1.
it's a good KO.
They've got the win. Tripod Troopers have secured. Oh no. Oh my bad. I thought that was the match over, you know. My goodness. But yeah, it's 1-1. It's 1-1 now. So this is the deciding game. Sasha on the court there, talking to Tripod Troopers. And yeah, we'll see on the finals. But it's going to be a very entertaining game, the finals. So I'm sure there'll be a lot to talk about. Looking forward to it, but still, the third place still needs to be established here. With this game on the line being the decider for the third place team in the tournament, in the Invitational tournament. But I think Tripod Troopers will do the same. Maybe SAS will change something in this one. I'm not too sure, but it just depends. If they both execute both of their strategies well, it could go either way. But if one doesn't do so well and one does do better, I think he'll go to the better team on the game. But let's see how it plays out. Yeah, should go Shield again, but I don't know. Twice they've they nearly made the comeback in the first game, got unfortunate in overtime, but it doesn't look like Elf is running Shield in this one as he's charging up right there. Are they? Yeah. No shields from both teams. Tom is not shielding anymore. They're going fully aggressive here now from both teams. It's gonna be a shootout. It is just gonna be a shootout. 2-1. But now with an extra player shooting at them at Tripod Troopers, it does make them maybe not expecting it, a bit more vulnerable now. However, they are still in this game, and there's still plenty of clock left. Tom pushing forward right there, trying to get Percy with the one petal, and he does. Elf there trying to get a shield up, but couldn't quite get it off, unfortunately. Yeah, they are sitting back now. Tripod Troopers do have the 1 KO advantage here, but they are. Look at that KO from Jim on Percy right there in the middle. With all these shots flying, it's hard to stay aware of your surroundings. 2 shields up there from Tripod Troopers. Can they keep themselves together though? They are sort of bunched up right there, but SAS Ninjas doing very well to keep the pressure and keep the tempo in their hands. But it's still a tie game. 7 seconds, 5 seconds left. Only the 1 petal on Improbable and Percy. They've made it a draw. It's gonna go into overtime. Improbable's putting his arms up and like he's won it. But Percy on 1 petal. 2, what's it? Pyro and oh, there he is! Elf with the KO. I didn't even have time to speak. Well done to Tripod Troopers. Plays are coming on right there. 1 shot and 1 KO. 1 shot, 1 petal, 1 KO equals the 3rd place in the tournament. But you can only take your hats off to Tripod Troopers. They've done so well here. They've done so well here to beat SAS Ninjas. But it was a very good game. Strong performance from both teams in every match. Woo-wee. My boys are going to end up going. I've been shouting too much today.
about that is a game.
Mate, that is a game and a half. That is a game.
That's probably going to be the best one we see today.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope. Because I don't think I can take another one if the final ends up being like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Ooh-wee. Yeah, GG's, man. Quick shot, Elf just bop. You saw the 1 petal, bop.
They had
Went
such
for
an
it, man.
advantage going into that overtime with 2 players on 1 petal.
Yeah.
Of course,
yeah.
don't get me wrong, it's so hard to hit someone on 1 petal. But of course, all it takes is the ability to be in the right place and you just KO straight away. Tough one. Right, big one next. What we
Indeed,
expected
indeed.
to see most likely, Rock Hoppers versus IDK. Chris, run me through how this one's going to go.
I think the Rock Hoppers will run how they've been running all tournament. You know, Rook being the shielder, than Emperor and Swift doing their thing.
Okay.
But
Yeah, 100%.
Oh! Yes.
yeah, step in
We've
if you
got
want.
Tom joining you.
Sure,
guys.
sure.
Sorry, guys.
He's a decent representative of getting him in.
Yeah.
They want to get in the game.
How you doing?
I am very well. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. That game right there. How are you feeling about that?
Interesting because obviously from the early days, you only have teams like the original Rock Hoppers, you've got IDK, you've got the Boss, that sort of stuff. So yes, we can sort of train against those guys over the years, but then you're getting new teams come through that are training against these good teams.
Yeah.
And especially that team, we've never played them, we have no idea about their stats, what they do, what they can and can't do. So it throws us off. It's good as well because they don't know against us, so it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah. True.
But the level of play there is amazing out of the other team.
Yeah, for sure. So how are you guys like adjusting or adapting for a team you've never played before? How do you guys discuss that with the tactics and everything?
I'm not too sure. It's
Okay.
especially when we have tournaments up north in Coventry, or when we have the big tournaments like Insomnia that we played about a month ago, 2 months ago, and then you've got the Summer Cup coming up, and then we've got the UK Championships and stuff. It's those games that we sort of go back over, we rewatch them, and sort of understand the stats and what they're doing. Look at us as well. It's so important, and especially to any other team, is look at your own stats, look at what you're doing wrong, and see how you can beat yourself and beat your own team. Because yes, you look at everybody else and go, well, how can we beat them? But you never look at yourself and go, well, how can I beat me? How can I beat my other teammates?
True.
How can I help them improve? Am I putting them under too much pressure? Can I alleviate some pressure for my own team? And I think that's more important to us, rather than beating other teams.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's been a great day so far. I mean, this invitational tournament has had some great games. What's the best game you've seen so far, like witnessing or watching?
I can't remember the other team, but Rock Hoppers versus the
Brighton Open.
the
Brighton Open.
The Brighton Open place?
yes, the guys in black. Yes,
Oh, so much. Yeah.
The-
Brighton
the-
Open champion.
not the open one. The
The Supreme.
it might be Supreme. Yes.
Younger, they're all in black and
Yes.
white top. White right
Oh,
top.
Yes, I think
The
it was
Supreme.
like sort of
Oh,
one of
the
your
boss.
other team.
The
Oh, the
Supreme.
boss.
I believe those sitting on the back there.
Oh, the back. What, Trouble Troopers? The guys you just played?
Yes, I swear they've played the Rock Hoppers, right?
No, not. I'm going to jot down.
Well, we
Or
can
have
check
they
that
not?
later.
Yeah, we'll check about later, but okay.
I'm not entirely too sure. It's
But yeah,
difficult
yeah.
because I'm not watching the games too much because we're obviously talking to my team, trying to discuss what we're going to do going forward. But yeah, definitely the team that we've just played, watching the Rock Hoppers as well. The improvement from the Rock Hoppers is amazing. You know, obviously IDK good always, but then it's amazing just to watch the Rock Hoppers step it up and close that gap. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Predictions on this final right here. Before I get sculling.
Come on, blue team, come on.
You're supporting IDK on this one?
No, blue
Oh,
team.
blue team is in Rock Hoppers.
Hoppers,
Right,
yeah.
right.
It's obvious who's going to win, but
You never know until
you
they
never
But
know.
you never know until it's, yeah.
And I want blue team to win. I want Rock Hoppers to win.
Yeah, 100%. They're looking strong today. They're
They
looking
are
very strong.
Very strong.
We'll see how it plays out. All the games have been leading up to this have been so intense, so good. But yeah,
How are you finding the tournament so far?
I'm loving it. Especially these last couple of games, because before we had the Open, where we had new players coming in and stuff. So the games weren't so close. But these games we're playing here, we've been seeing here, down to the wire, overtime, we've been seeing in your last couple of games as well. It's just been great to watch.
Yeah.
And Rook, is he? Yeah, he's
So-
playing shields again.
Both teams going for a bit of shield
Yeah,
play.
and K as well.
It's just whoever can get that shield down first.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
for
okay,
sure.
going down relatively equal. Very good dodging from both teams. Okay, IDK getting that lead there, which is very important. Now the Rock Hoppers are going to find it
as well.
difficult to step it up and gain those extra 2 points back just to draw.
Yeah, the Rock Hoppers very passive, like to stay at the back, not too much aggression or pushing forward. unlike IDK, we're seeing here Milo and K right at the front of the corner right there.
Yeah.
But look at the scoreline, look, 40 seconds remaining, 6-0.
Wow. But we're over halfway through the game, and we're not using as many shields as I thought we would. Both
Yeah,
teams have a shielder of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kayla with 5 shields.
Oh, a little one-hit KO
Wow.
from Paris right there. But yeah, the shields are coming up nicely for the...
Bits, is it?
Look
Yeah.
at that 3. They're just closing out the victory. They just want to see a little wall of shields
Easy.
from IDK.
Yep.
But yeah, very tough to combat.
This is what the Rock Hoppers needed to do from the start, is use more shields sooner.
Yeah, maybe push up to be a little bit more aggressive as well.
100%, yeah.
Well, look at that, 10-2.
Very good. Oh, Swift getting both kills there.
Yeah, Swift.
Wow. Also,
If you were Rock Hoppers, what would you do in this situation? Like, how would you change or change your approach to this second game?
if I was playing in the Rock Hoppers right now,
Yeah, if you're part of that team.
it's always good to try a shield game to start with, because if you lose it, you have 2 more attempts to win, effectively. But now they've lost the first game, they need to step it up, go fully aggressive. Don't use shields, nobody use shields, just get really aggressive. You know, man mark, but also learn the cross shots, try and get the other players like Kalu didn't get any kills, but didn't even die either.
Yeah, yeah.
So
just
he
putting
was
the
sort of
shields up.
nullified getting the shields up. So A, 3 points because they're not under pressure, and B, get the shields out of the way. You know, if you can knock their shielder down,
Yeah.
then that's very important.
So no, was it Swift or were they running high charge, Swift or Emperor? To not going shields down from K, I couldn't remember the parameters.
I don't remember.
Yeah, the high charge speed would be good, but yeah, IDK very aggressive at the front of the quad
The,
there as well.
the thing
for
is now,
pressure.
you look at the Rock Hoppers. They've got a shielder. If I'm on IDK now, I'll go right. They're doing shields. I'm just going to make
Yeah.
sure one of us has very high charge, get those shields down instantly.
Yeah.
The most important thing is just to not give away, which is what we do. You don't give away your stats at the start of the game.
Yeah, when they like shoot and whatever, put the shields up, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's see, game 2, will IDK take the victory, make it 2-0? We'll see,
I think
we'll see.
if Rock Hoppers can use their shields better and sooner, then yes. Make
Rock
IDK
is
shoot those
charging.
shields.
Yeah,
Very good in the middle.
take the hits.
You watch those 2 come into the middle, but you'll all focus that shield now, it's gone. If you have one person behind the shield, but the other person out of the way,
Yeah, and K's not shielding in this one as well. I think
wow.
he's, what's he running? I didn't quite catch it.
so they're going IDK fully aggressive. Rock
Yeah,
Hoppers,
look at this.
hopefully, shields are working. Whatever they're doing, it's working.
Oh, Paris is running 3-3-3-1.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and K is running high charge. He's running
So he
2-2-5-1.
should get those shields down a lot
Yeah,
quicker.
yeah. But yeah, there's another shield up from the rook there. But they do love to all get behind it though.
Yeah, that's the thing. In the future, 2 people behind a shield is not the best at times.
Is it? Oh, everything is
Something's
glitching
stopped.
here.
Bit
Like,
of a glitch.
I've not seen this at all.
I think they are
They're
still
saying it's
playing in the
lagging.
game. Oh, they're saying it's lagging.
The timer stopped for us. Like what you guys are seeing on the stream is what we're seeing here as well. It's
like
just
Stopped in time. Oh, it's all
Oh.
catching. Oh, look at that.
goodness me. What's
100 shots out of nowhere.
Because look at that camera as well. That's still like delayed as well.
Wow.
Roll, I'm just doing that one.
Now, the tricky thing is, are IDK going to follow the same stats and the same, stats in the game? Are
Yeah,
the Rock
'cause-
Hoppers going to do exactly the
Because the
same?
Rock Hoppers had a slight lead in that one, so they might.
Yeah.
I don't know how are they gonna approach this game
It's
now.
tricky.
I just like yeah.
Because it works for the Rock Hoppers, so yeah, why not do
Yeah,
it again?
yeah.
But then are IDK going to step it up to go, no, you're not going to do that again? And make sure they don't take the lead this time? It's
It's difficult. It's really difficult because any slight change or anything can be vital. 80 seconds, and that's it.
I was watching just before it froze as well. I noticed that yes, the Rock Hoppers were up by a few points, but then as IDK come back, it was only a 2-point lead by the Rock Hoppers.
Only
and
2 points,
as
yeah.
you know yourself, 2 points can go in the last 1 second of the game.
Yeah.
It can
Yeah.
flip. So that was really, really tight, tighter than it needed to be. But it shows that the Rock Hoppers are closing the gap on potentially the best team in the country.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. They did start out. They had a stronger start in this one. K not running the shields, but yeah, I didn't see quite what they were doing differently though. Like, so I think they were running their normal strategy, but I didn't see what they did differently to keep that lead going.
That's
Or
true.
was it IDK that just wasn't doing too good? But yeah, let's wait to see what
Whatever
they're
it was.
saying. I think they're deciding what's going to happen in the game now. Are they saying restarting the game?
Ah, so they want to restart the whole thing. So it's still 0-0 potentially, or are IDK still on 1 point up?
Well, let me ask. I'll ask Chili when he's done talking.
Yeah.
So we don't know what's going on. Paris, what's going on? Oh, 2 point lead. But okay, so it's still game
That's
two.
interesting. Still game two, but they'll let them kill you 2 times or something, or you'll just have 2 points overall.
At
Just
the end,
add
at the
2
end.
points. And then carry. Oh wow.
Ah, so not even adding at the end. It's just in game. There's like a few seconds that can be, vital.
Interesting.
Wow, okay.
I much prefer going down the route of adding 2 points at the end.
Yeah, I'd rather 2 points at the end so the game just flows. Because if we just
Yeah.
stop it, shoot it, then like when do you start? As soon as the petal hits, or like when you
Yeah.
shoot, like what's the
Plus,
what's it there?
they're going to let them kill them twice, but the only thing they can do is all three of their IDK now fully charge up.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the
it
Rock
does.
Hoppers have to shoot some shots at IDK to get those 2 points, so they're lower on charge. So as soon as IDK come back in, all three of them are on max charge, and you watch it'll go 3-2 right at the start of the game.
Yeah.
IDK will
Probably.
take an immediate lead.
Yeah. Taking another little break here, then we'll get back
Okay.
into it.
But it's games like this coming into the final where the best two teams are closing that gap so tightly that it's really competitive. And yes, in theory, IDK have won most of their games ever, but
Yeah.
the Rock Hoppers now, as you could see in that last game, 2-0 up, potentially, it's closing the gap, and it could be anybody's game.
What about the mental side of things? Rock Hoppers having that confidence in the last game. Now it's messing up their flow. It's like a timeout.
Yeah,
It's like
the reset is difficult. Once you start, you're in that flow, you're in that frame of mind, you
Exactly.
go, and you get comfortable. As soon as something like this sort of throws that up, it can put you out of sync. So it's difficult. I've been there myself, and you've been there yourself. Hopefully they can stay in the right frame of mind, get their head down, get the job done. Don't let it get to your head. Don't assume you're
Yeah.
already 2-0
Yeah.
up, because IDK will take full advantage of that. We've seen this time and time again with IDK. They stay cool, they lose the start of the game, but then something just clicks, and IDK step it up, and it comes out of nowhere. And
yeah.
they do that time and time again, and I'm scared that this is exactly what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
So I feel like ID, because even Milo was just annoyed right there about the decision being made. I think they'll have a bit more fire in their belly to make that comeback.
Yeah, just
I
to
don't know
prove a
about-
point.
Yeah, I feel like Rock Hoppers, they just need to keep their heads together, keep the confidence, and hopefully repeat what they did in the last game. But it's taking more time than we thought. To be fair.
Of course, it looks like that. Oh no, they're keeping the same headsets. I thought they might have been swapping the sets over, but
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
having a bit of a chat behind the banner over there. We'll
I'd
soon
rather
find
the
out when
two
they come
first in case you get excited about the final score. Or two first in the or two first KOs.
So letting them kill them first twice rather than adding 2 at the end.
I don't know. I think 2 at the end. For me, I'd rather take 2 at the end.
I'd rather go 2 at the end and have your team assume that you will not get into at the end, and just make
Yeah,
sure
exactly.
you win that game plus 2 at
Exactly.
the end, so that the gap is even bigger.
Yeah, it's literally
you know?
just a plus. Just a
don't-
bonus points.
It is just bonus
Yeah.
points, because otherwise it goes to your head, you assume you're in the lead, and if they can't keep that cool, then IDK again will step it up. So yeah, it's a really split decision of whether you add 2 at the end or 2 at the start.
They decided no head start.
No head start.
They decided they want.
Because they said it's not satisfactory. Like,
Are they
don't
still
want-
adding 2 points at the end, or no? Just
Nothing
straight.
at all. So this is game 2 still, yeah?
Yeah, they don't want to do it because they
Okay.
said it won't be. Like, they feel any satisfaction.
Of course,
Salute,
that
salute
is.
to them. You can
No,
salute
if
to them.
they lose, then give them a salute and give them a match.
But when they win,
Yeah, give.
yeah. Let's go, Rock Hoppers.
What the?
Come on, Rock
What
Hoppers,
the-
you got this.
In case
So-
you guys didn't hear that, they are not no longer taking the two-point head start.
Or not even adding 2
Yeah,
points at
not
the
adding
end.
at
just-
all. So just the
straight
restarting
shootout.
of the game. Yeah, I think that'll make it a bit more exciting now, actually.
So we've got
see how
5
it
shields
goes.
out of somebody.
Yeah, probably the rook. But you guys need to sign in again. Okay. Yeah, anticipation's building even more now, isn't it?
Yeah, they have to win this game to stay in for a chance of winning
Isn't it?
the whole tournament.
And now, what do you run with? Do you run with the same strategy if you're IDK with the shield, or do you go back to with K being the spammer?
Well, as you can see, you've got shields on the Rock Hoppers there.
Yeah.
If I was IDK, one of us has got really high charge. So I'd definitely change those tactics up on both teams, because both teams knew exactly what they were going to do in that last game. So both teams, in theory, should change up ever so slightly. But whether they will is yet to see. Oh, so we've got some small shots coming out of IDK. So maybe shields and IDK as well.
I think that's K. I think actually
Yeah.
he might be taking them shots. He'll probably be shielded then.
So we've got 2. Oh, so
I
it's
think Milo's running high speed if he's got the 2. Oh, I couldn't see the bullets go right there. I think Paris might be with a 3-3-3-1 like he was
yeah,
as well.
yeah. Especially in the finals, you need to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And Paris is comfortable with 3-3-3-1 every day.
All right, game 2 of the final, IDK versus Rock Hoppers. No points that are done for the Rock Hoppers, but look at that straight shot from Paris and knock them petals away from Swift right there, 2-0 to start things off, and the shield finally goes up there from the Rook. Yeah, K playing shield in this one. Yeah, the shield's getting taken down ever so quickly as well. 4-point lead. Starting off strong from IDK. It's looking a lot like the first game. Oh, I think that break had a toll on the Rock Hoppers. It seems like they're not as confident moving into this one.
Especially when you're looking at that score now, halfway through the game and 5-0 down. Something has to happen. They need that team communication to go, right guys, let's step it up, get on that front line. If you're going to lose more. It doesn't matter, you've already lost. But you have to get aggressive, you've got to step forward, you've got to get those points. They've got to find a way. And the shielder on the Rock Hoppers team, come on, we've got to start using those shields more. We've only got 20 seconds left. We've got 2 shields left, I think.
Yeah, I think K's got to use them all right now as well. Look, puts them all up.
Wow, see, look at that.
So they
IDK.
see out the win.
But it's just a pure protection of points now.
Yeah,
But it's not enough for Rock Hoppers to...
Yeah, a bit static now from the Rock Hoppers. It seems like, yeah, the confidence wasn't there. You see the heads going down from
Absolutely amazing.
players, but yeah. Great final, but unfortunate that it was
50
just like
shots.
the first game.
54 metres there and 6 KOs out of Paris. 56% with 6 KOs out of Paris.
Crazy.
Yeah, both teams having 5 shields.
We would have liked it to.
Very, very well done from the Rock Hoppers.
I would have loved to see the outcome of that game, though. That second, I would have loved to see the outcome of that one, man.
If that didn't glitch, that would
Isn't
have
it?
stirred the pot just a little bit more.
Exactly. Well done, guys. Well done. Well done.
Very well done. Right, I will love and leave you so you can grab one of these guys.
Yeah,
Have a
might as
chat
well
with
stay.
them?
Yeah, might as well step in. One of you guys, come on.
You're gonna
Okay,
step
you
in.
know, you want just talk,
Come on.
Talk about your victory.
Thank you.
Cheers for that.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
good one, yeah.
Cool. See you soon.
See ya.
company.
New Year, yeah, well,
Yeah, step in, step in.
You're in.
No, get in there.
So let's talk about the obvious. Let's talk about the obvious.
Yeah.
What is okay? Well, the green screen doesn't make it all the way to Paris, so you have to say.
That's right.
The glitch. How did that make you guys feel? In
What?
that one.
Like the lag.
Yeah,
Like the
because
blur.
for us, like it literally froze.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what second it was. It literally froze from both screens. We're just lagging for you guys.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah. I
Pep was
shot like
teleporting.
100 bullets at the
Like
shield to
the
nothing
bullets
happened.
were my bullets were shooting from one side of the court when I was on the other side of the court. I was confused.
And then like all the petals were like teleporting everywhere.
All over. Is it just all of a sudden as well? Was
Yeah.
it?
Out
it
of
was just
nowhere, like I was getting ready
No,
to like
it
make,
was like
make a comeback
5-6.
and push forward.
They went to
And then
5-6
out of nowhere,
like on our
something
screen,
happened.
but for some reason it's still 4-6 and
Yeah.
theirs.
Yeah, because for us it was. Yeah, they were up like 2. That was. Has there been a glitch like that before though?
No,
Like,
that's
No,
just the
never.
first one.
Like that.
We've only seen it like the petals moving like.
someone hit a
our
lag
bullets.
switch up in here somewhere. Someone's done something. But how's it feel to win anyway?
Good. I
It was
guess.
alright. I think it's a bit underwhelming. One because of the semi-finals, but and I mean the match for third place.
No, I think that was way better.
That
than
was way
ours.
better than our match.
Oh, but yeah,
Tripod
one
played
close game.
like
Yeah, and
amazing.
then also the glitch just made everything like it
Yeah,
just felt like I didn't really win.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like messed up the flow and everything.
Yeah,
didn't
because
it?
they were kind of dominating us.
In that second
They had
game,
the
but yeah.
comeback.
But
they,
we
they
were
had,
like
the
coming
lead.
back a bit.
I was ready to like
We were,
make
like,
a
1
comeback,
point
have a
behind.
satisfying win. You
Yeah.
know.
But
Yeah,
that
and
was
then
yeah,
that
it just
happened.
messes up. Yeah, it messes up everything, doesn't it? Yeah, cool. I think you guys are gonna get your award soon, so well done. Celebrate the victory. And yeah.
Okay. What do you have to say about our matches?
They were
Yeah, anything to
boring
add?
compared to
They
the
were boring.
tripod one.
Yeah, mate.
Other-
Those ones, to be
other than
fair,
that,
they were too good. They were too good. Like,
Tripod was so good.
so went to what is it, overtime twice, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. First
Yeah.
overtime,
Was in the first game, and then Percy died.
first game. Yeah,
It was
and
6-5,
then
I think.
Then they
Second
won like
game was-
11-8 or something.
Yeah, 11-8. Yeah, it was 11-8, and then
yeah,
9.
and then last game,
9-8.
Yeah, 9-8.
bomb,
The
one
captain.
shot,
Captain
one shot
Emilio.
KO, and
Captain
big.
Emilio.
But yeah, that was sick games, to be fair. Even who even was it as well? We had some overtimes before.
Just doing the awards.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think the tripod games are all good.
Oh wait, set the camera so